Mongolia. As a team, Team Qatar, 3 of 25 from two-point range. Neither one of these squads have inspired much confidence in their ability to stroke it from deep.
But you remember China, Kyle, 4 for 21, and they put on the shooting display against Australia.
They did, and they also still lost. Meantime, it's Aryan Bowl, but you're right, things could change very quickly. Abasher trying to bash the defender in front of him. And there's he is a basher, using that size and that youth to his advantage. Abuisa over to Abasher. Mohammed gives it back to Abasher. Spin it, drop stab. Nice score from the young fella. He gets Qatar on the board first. Aryan Bowl, his first two-point make of the tournament. He was 0 of 18 prior to that. Did you hear me? He was 0 of 18 prior to that make.
That is bad. But we mentioned, don't count him out. Well, obviously, he heard you talk about him. He got the Bluetooth connection, and he wants to go for a back-to-back with Kyle written all over it, but unfortunately.
No, but you know, I can already tell he's shooting with more confidence. That second shot he missed was a narrow miss. Look out. I mean, all my predictions have been correct to this point. I'm expecting a big game from Aryan Bowl in this game. I'm just saying. We'll see at the end.
But watch out, because Abuisa knocking it down from a distance as well. So if Qatar finds the way as well, but the Archer, as a leader, most experienced player on that squad,
hit the game-winning shot to seal gold for Mongolia last year. Saad with the trickery. Abasher is there to clean things up, but Aryan Bowl with a three-point play. Oh, he's just playing with his food right now. Drops that one off to Azbayer, and that's easy money. Saad with a unique type of Euro step. Could that qualify as a Euro step?
The hop step. It's a hop step, and
the
good thing for him there was a whistle, as he would have traveled if there was no whistle on that play.
Yeah, looked a bit disjointed.
Yeah, the third step coming in to play.
To Moulin. Azbayer will pull up. That loose ball is just singing around.
Playing volleyball.
To Moulin.
He made his mind up to pass that ball, even though he was wide open for a shot, but it paid off in the end.
Yeah, Azbayer puts it up and in. Azbayer with 10 points coming out of group play. To Moulin also with 10 coming out of group play for this Mongolian team. The women's team already in the semifinals. Under 8 minutes to play in a one-point contest. Another game with pretty good pace to start. Good to Moulin. Good look. Missed it right. Rebound to Qatar. Saad. Oh, get that out of here. At length paying off for the Mongolians.
But the aggressiveness pays off for Qatar.
Abasher takes a lot of contact on that drive. He's rewarded with a whistle. He actually earned it because they were all over the kid on that drive. It's the third foul on Mongolia.
And you see the Aussies sitting first row, scouting their future opponent, whoever that may be.
One-point lead for Mongolia. Good positioning on the inside from Mohammed.
That's why you finished left with the left hand.
Here's the Archer. Aryan Bowl, count that. Great rhythm, great confidence from the young star, Aryan Bowl. I think that his team probably had a conversation with him and said, we're only going to go as far as you take us. We need you. And I think with 8 points and obviously not making a single 2 attempt and 18 attempts in group play, we can see his focus and his intention at the start of this game. He's been aggressive, and he's been getting into his offense and been shooting it well.
Kyle, you can also think of the opportunity he's had throughout the first 2 games to figure it out. Understand the angles, understand the flooring, understand what needs to happen. It took him a while, but the most important is to do it when it counts the most.
What also helps that Mongolia, such a good rebounding team, they led the field in rebounding altogether and averaged 11.5 offensive rebounds per game in the main draw. And Arianbo continues to count it up. Abashir runs into trouble, gives it up, sets the on-ball screen. Mohammed lost the handle on it. They got to do something quick. Late in the shot clock, it is a miss. Arianbo wants some space. ISO game with Saad defending. Arianbo, bullet pass on the inside. Abayer. He will get the score. 3-point lead for Mongolia. Abashir misses the closey. Approaching 6 minutes to play. Arianbo dishing now.
Good ball movement.
Spreading the wealth. Tumulin, no.
And on that catch down low, he was almost too fast to pass it back out, but you gotta love their willingness to find the right shot, the better shot. And Mongolia, slowly but surely feeling more comfortable. And don't forget about the youth in this squad. Arianbo is the veteran, only 26 years old. Then you got a pair of 19 years old with Altingerel and Chinggis. So the U23, U21 squads for Mongolia representing at the highest level so far in this Asia Cup.
That's a good point. They are young. I'll let that escape me. Didn't realize they were that young, actually. Saad, not much he gonna do against that size right there. Tumulin swings it around. They want to get it down to the post.
And even
good help defense there.
Sandeng Dor is 20, so it's 3 guys that could be U21 still.
Playing at a senior level event. Asia's best. Tumulin.
Nice.
Oh, that was gift wrapped.
Nice.
Gift wrapped from Tumulin to Azbayer. You're welcome, bro. Set 9-5 rather. Saad shifting to a turnover. Yeah, the
4-point lead.
Possession will shift. This is as good as Mongolia has looked all tournament.
Yeah, I mean,
through 5 minutes, this is as good as they've looked all tournament. To see this team now kind of playing at their potential. Arianbo continue to put pressure on the defense. Going back up to the free throw line. This is the reason why Mongolia really is 2-0, or one of the big contributors is considering that they did not shoot well from 2 range
at all.
It was the offensive rebounds, the second chance opportunities.
Yes.
And the fact that they knocked down 75% of their free throws in group play. Free throws win games. Arianbo knocks it down, and that will put it at a 10-5 advantage for the Mongolian Warriors.
You know what it goes back to, Kyle? I'll spell it for you.
What's that?
D-E-T-A-I-L-S. Details.
Took me a while to get that all together. Yes, details. It's the little things that matter, right?
For sure.
Arianbo to Moulin, taste the rainbow. Sweet stroke. 12-5. Defense on the inside. Abashir, though.
He needs some help because Mongolia is executing to perfection, and Qatar with the miscommunication defensively paying full price.
Yeah, they are picking them apart. Abashir, the lone bright spot for this Qatar team.
But too many easy opportunities. I mean, that wide open shot from Tumulin, and then the wide open layup, and another good shot from the archer, because defensively, Qatar is not doing what they're supposed to do. You got to contest way higher.
Arjen Bolt, late in the shot clock, setting up. He'll drive, spin, elevates. Great touch off the window. Mongolia dominating against Qatar.
The length, impactful, and now the archer, patient, composed as he should be. They're leading, no need to rush. Got to take that though.
Azbayer, look at the arc on that shot. Tamulin drives and kicks. Oh, the archer got it thrown back like retros.
He made his mind up before reading the defense. He had 4 seconds. He still had time to pump fake, relocate, retie his shoes, say hi to mama in the stands, and then take that shot.
Instead, forced it up, got it swatted. Not too much sweat off Mongolia's back because they nearly had this game in the bag. Thanks to the archer, Arjen Bolt, setting the tone, setting the tempo offensively, coming out aggressive, knocking down his first 2-point attempt of this game. Here's how the game has transpired. You see Qatar has struggled scoring the ball. It was a 7-point lead, and it's still a 7-point lead. Oh, Bindaria.
One thing I'm disappointed about, though, and I'll tell you what, you remember the game between Japan and Iran? Both teams were struggling to shoot. Both teams were struggling to score. But if you can't put the ball in the basket, at least don't let your opponent score easily. And what is missing from Qatar, it's not about the offense at this point. I don't mind. You can have an off day. But what about the defense? 15 points, too many open looks, just too easy for Mongolia.
They've certainly made it look like that. That's a whistle. Too much contact at the rim. And Mongolia with no struggles so far at the free throw line. But you're right, Mongolia is so much more comfortable. Qatar's defense has not been stout.
They end up with 2 people on the ball many times, or they're too low. They allow shooters to be comfortable. And when you play against Mongolia, you can't do that, even if you're talking about young bucks.
Can't judge them off of their body of work from pool phase.
Nice.
Nice play.
Great execution. But it's going to be too little too late, Kyle.
Yeah, 8-point game. Arjen Bolt late in the shot clock. The archer, he misses the mark that time. 2:32. One miss deserves another. As Arjen Bolt now sets up shop. Spins on Saad. That's where size matters. Arjen Bolt just too big for Saad to defend. Abuisa, the ball adjustment, comes away with nothing. Azbayer hands it back over to Arjen Bolt. Anand, 2-man game. Dangerous pass. Tipped and broken up. I believe off of Qatar. So that'll leave 4 seconds left for Mongolia to get a shot up. Should be Mongolia ball from what I understand. Yes, there we go.
The archer on this one needed to wrap it around with the bounce the way they did earlier during the game.
Tamulin misses everything there, but a comfy lead for the Mongolians, 17-8. Abashir, what a move. He's got a bright future.
We were talking about his skill set, and we knew he had to improve, but he's doing it day in and day out.
Well, he's got the majority of his team's points. Hasn't got much help from his teammates, and that's why you're looking at a 17-9 contest. Meantime, Mongolia has been the opposite. Everybody's touching it, the ball is moving, the pick and roll is working. Arjen Bolt's been more aggressive and obviously played his best offensive game so far. Mohammed out in the deep end, not happening. Azbayer to Arjen Bolt, it's clear. 2-man game. Arjen Bolt's got him on his hip. The bucket won't count, he won't get the continuation, but the foul is on the floor, which would give him a fresh possession, top of the key. Either 4 points to go or a minute 21.
Kyle, you're an historian of the game. You're one of the biggest historians that we have. And you've seen so many teams evolve over time. You've seen them grow. Aren't you excited about the future of this Mongolia team and the potential they have? Because athletically, they're going to muscle up. They're going to get stronger. They're going to get also skilled.
Sure. Yeah, more skilled. No,
it's exciting, isn't it?
It is exciting. And here at the Asia Cup, they're not even playing with what would normally be their full squad, if you know what I mean.
Of course.
When you think about, Dogon Inkbot, and when you think about Dervinam Davasambu.
It's the future that we have in front of our eyes.
Odgonjergal Tokt. These guys are incredible 3x3 players who have been in the system for a long time now, and who obviously are coached by Steve Sir, who I think is a brilliant basketball mind. Him and his father, really.
Yes.
And of course, there's a lot to be optimistic about. If you're in Mongolia, they're doing a hell of a job. And in this game, you could say the same. 19-10. I didn't look at them as 9 points better than Qatar. But what do I know?
Well, he did call out the fact that the archer was going to come up big for them, and he surely did.
Oh, he picked his pepper like Peter Piper. It's given over to Muhammad. Muhammad elevates and gets the score. That'll be inconsequential to what really matters. Victory for Mongolia. 19-11. Here in the quarterfinals, they will be moving on. And guess who they get? Australia in the semis. That one's going to be fun. We'll see how far Mongolia can push it here, as they will try to pull off an upset in the semis against the Aussies.